This is the Microsoft Surface Laptop 2024, and at first glance, it looks like another familiar entry in the Surface lineup. Clean design, minimalist aesthetic, and that same premium aluminum build that Microsoft has refined over the years. But under the surface, this one represents a much bigger shift in direction than it might seem at first. The moment you pick it up, it feels light but solid. There's no unnecessary noise in the design. Everything is intentional. The sapphire color variant gives it a slightly different personality, still professional, still subtle, but with just enough character to stand apart from the usual silver and black laptops that dominate the market. Opening the lid, you're greeted with a 13.8-inch PixelSense Flow touchscreen display. This is one of those panels that doesn't try too hard to impress you at first, but the longer you use it, the more you notice how refined it actually is. Motion is incredibly smooth, colors are accurate without being overly saturated, and brightness levels are more than enough for both indoor and outdoor use. Touch response is fast and precise, making navigation feel natural, especially with Windows 11's interface becoming more touch-friendly over time. But the real story starts with what's powering this machine. Inside, it runs on the Snapdragon X Elite platform, and this is where things start to feel noticeably different from traditional x86 laptops. Instead of chasing raw performance numbers alone, this chip is built around efficiency, sustained speed, and battery optimization. In day-to-day use, everything feels immediate. Apps launch quickly, multitasking stays smooth, and even heavier workflows like browser-heavy research, office productivity, and media editing remain stable without noticeable slowdown. One of the biggest advantages here is how quietly everything runs. There's virtually no fan noise in normal workloads, and thermal output stays impressively controlled. Battery life is another area where this device changes expectations. Instead of constantly managing power settings or searching for charging points, this laptop is designed to last comfortably through a full workday and beyond for most users. That alone changes how portable computing feels: less anxiety about power, more focus on actual work. A major part of this generation is the Copilot Plus integration. This isn't just a software feature added on top, it's baked into the experience. AI-assisted tools are now part of the system itself. Whether it's summarizing content, enhancing productivity workflows, or improving accessibility features like live captions, the idea is to reduce friction in everyday computing rather than add complexity. Typing on this device continues the Surface tradition of excellent keyboards. The keys are well spaced, have a comfortable amount of travel, and feel consistent across long typing sessions. The trackpad is large, responsive, and accurate, making navigation smooth and predictable without needing constant adjustments. In terms of memory and storage, this configuration includes 16 GB of RAM paired with a 1 TB SSD. That combination ensures fast system responsiveness, quick file handling, and enough headroom for multitasking without bottlenecks in typical usage scenarios. Connectivity remains minimal but modern. USB-C ports handle most of the input and output needs, aligning with the direction of thinner and lighter laptops. While this keeps the design clean and portable, it also means users who rely on older ports may need adapters or docking solutions. One important consideration is software compatibility. Since this is an ARM-based system, most mainstream applications are now well optimized or running efficiently through emulation. In real-world usage, the transition feels much smoother than earlier generations of ARM Windows devices, though there are still occasional edge cases depending on specialized software. What makes this device interesting is not just its specs, but its direction. It represents a shift in priorities: less focus on peak benchmark performance, more focus on real-world efficiency, AI integration, and all-day usability. It's designed for users who value portability, silence, and battery life as much as raw speed. Overall, this Surface laptop feels like a turning point rather than an incremental update. It doesn't try to compete in the traditional laptop race on the same terms. Instead, it redefines what a modern Windows machine can prioritize: efficiency, intelligence, and consistency. For anyone considering a premium Windows laptop that leans into the future of AI-driven computing while maintaining strong everyday performance, this is one of the most important options in this category right now.